PLA-ST, standard PLA from eSun? Well, eSun has sent me a spool of filament to try out on this channel. So a little review about my findings on this PLA-ST here on Zachary's 3D Prints. Hello, this is Zachary and welcome to this YouTube channel. And as mentioned in the intro, today I'm going to do my review about the PLA-ST filament from eSun. So several weeks ago eSun contacted me if I was interested in using one of their PLA filaments. And they had the PLA-ST in mind for this channel. So I was curious and I was looking on the site of eSun and found the PLA-ST and also where it stands for. I would say the ST stands for standard, because the site doesn't really say why the ST stands for. They have also PLA Plus and PLA something else, so every kind of PLA has their own specifications. And let's talk about that, because this filament has a printing temperature of 210 and 230 degrees Celsius. That last one is very surprising, because normal PLA filaments prints most ideal between the 190 and the 215 degrees. From all the brands of filaments that I had where it was PLA, it was always around that type of temperature. I only use 210 degrees because that is my standard PLA temperature for the nozzle. For the bed temperature, there is no heat required since it is PLA. But when you are going to use it, you can use temperatures 45 till 60 degrees. And as mentioned, I use it as a normal regular PLA. And so I use my bed temperature at 60 degrees. I used this filament on two different kind of printers. One is the Anycubic Viper. I used it there quite a lot, and I also switched it over to the Artillery Sidewinder X2, and I do need to say on both machines it performed pretty well. This channel is not this kind of channel where it goes very deep in the very technical details of the product, but I do need to say that there is on the site a schematic which I'm going to show you right now, how this filament performed in comparison with some other filaments of their own brand. For mechanical engineering, prototyping, it is a very nice filament to use. Here on this channel I don't do prototyping at this moment, maybe in the future, but then I know that I have to go back to use this filament and try it out there as well. So my part of this reviewing is use it as a standard PLA filament. I'm not sure if there are more colors on the website. I only see white, and I think if you are doing some prototyping, it's pretty normal that the color doesn't really matter. So white is the color to go to. And why should you add some colors to a filament that you are only using for prototyping? And speaking of colors, I also think that this filament is also doing very well if you are going to paint the model. So for this video I used this filament to print some standard calibration cube, benches and other things, but I'm not going to show you that. I'm going to show you some more interesting models to show for the details of this filament. So here are my results. Well, let's start with the first one, Julia from London. It's a very nice figure with a lot of details on the chest plate, and also here on the face mask. It is looking amazing, and especially when you are going to paint something like this, you want to make sure that everything looks very nice. This filament is definitely nice on this model. The next model, also from Photosmith, is Chala. I don't know where Chala is from. I think from Marvel series, movie, I don't know. I'm not really for sure. I'm not really sure about that. But also this is printed at a little angle and also support here with the chin. I'm not sure where else did I use support because it is not visible anymore. Also here, very nice smooth jacket. That is something that you want to have. Something that is very smooth, and especially when you are going to paint something like that, you don't want to have anything else sticking out. This is also 0.2 millimeter layer height because I want to have a standard layer height. Maybe in the future I want to use 0.12 if I want to have even more details, but I do need to say for 0.2 millimeters this is very nice looking. And for this model, for the 0.2 millimeter, it is looking beautiful. We come to a character that I do know, Loki. Everybody knows Loki. It's a bad guy. So this model is also printed on the Anycubic Viper and it did do an amazing job. So on this model from Loki, I use some supports here with the chin. Further, everything printed very nicely. It is looking very shiny. Also 0.2 millimeter layer height. If you're also going to paint this model, everything is smooth and that is what you want. And so also this model by Photosmint Neo from the Matrix. I printed a lot of parts, but for some reason I had to switch filament. That didn't go as planned, so I had to reprint the legs. So this is looking a little bit weird, but it is going about the idea of this filament. So as you can see also here on the back side, there is some texture from the coat that Neo is wearing, and I do need to say it is looking very nice. These are not artifacts, it is the texture of the coat, but it is looking very beautiful. I do need to say that I like this filament quite a lot. So like mentioned, and maybe you noticed it several times during the video, I am very happy with this filament. It is a very easy and very simple to use filament. It is a standard filament, the ST, I think it stands for standard, and it prints very nicely on most of the 3D printers. I'm not sure which kind of printer that you have, but I have tried it on the Artillery Sidewinder X2, I have tried it on the Anycubic Viper. I think if you use it on any kind of 3D printer which can handle normal PLA filaments, I think that this filament will adapt very easily and that you're also going to like this filament as well. I will put links in the description of this video where you can buy these filaments. eSun also provided some codes where you can get some little discount on your purchase. Just check the information that I have put there as well. If it doesn't work, please let me know, then I will go to eSun and complain about that when it is not working. So get your spool filament and start making something very nice with this filament. This video is supported by these awesome Patreon supporters: Loyal Moses, The Lightspeed, Fixin' Dude and Carl Fenton. Thank you guys for your awesome support. You can also support this channel by becoming a patron of this YouTube channel. The link is in the description of this video. If you're still watching this video, thank you, you are amazing. On the end card there are some recommended videos worth watching. And while you're there, check out the merch in the merch store. Please like this video, share this video with other people and social media, and hey, let's make awesome things with 3D printing. Zachary 3D Prints. Bye bye.